Hi, this is Daniel Nugent, painter and decorator. Today I'm tackled with this job. So this is probably roughly a 2-week job. So as you can see, it's wood chip walls all the way around. Ceiling, they had a leak, they had a flood, so the paper was literally all damp and hanging off, so I've scraped it all back, as you can see. So all that's quite sound over there, but it's left a big crack here. And over here where it came in, look, you see all the mold there and that, so you can sort of see where it's been really bad. So what I'm going to do, once I've stripped everything and removed all the backing paper and stuff, and this goes for walls as well, I'm going to eliminate so all them like dark patches, that's the backing paper, I'm going to get all that off. Then I'm going to treat that with so all that mold, that's going to get treated with like just a fungicidal solution. You can get a Sillet Bang, it's called black mold, that's really good. And once that's dried, I'm going to put Zinza cover stain over all of this first. Then I'm going to skim all around these edges here with Easy Feel 20. I'm going to put some stress crack tape along here, skim that as well. Merker it all down with a sander, and then that ceiling will be blended in, finished with AR2, Tikkurila AR2, great ceiling paint. So for the walls at the moment, I am scraping off this wood chip, which has been painted over for years. It's stuck like anything. If I use the steamer on this, it won't penetrate because it's like done in a silk. So the only way I'm gonna do it, and plus these walls are really bad. So every now and again I'm coming across areas like this, huge craters, look, and it just keeps crumbling. Okay, so when I'm done, I'm going to wet that. I'm going to stick a bit of Murex, which is like a resin filler. So that will initially fill the hole, then I'm going to skim it over with some Easy Fill. So at the moment, trying to remove this is a bit of a battle, but I've got this tool here. It's a Tajima scraper. This is the long handled version. I've also got a short handled version. And you can unscrew the screws, put a Stanley blade in, screw it up, away you go. Now this is great for the top layer. So yeah. So I've done like along here as a little sample. It comes off great with this. So once the top layer's off, I will soak the back in and then use like very liquid hot water, doing it all by hand, not using a steamer because of things like this. And then I will talk you through each stage of what to do next. So once all this is removed, as you can see, all the walls are really quite bad. So yeah, I'll talk you through each stage. Right, so the next thing is to strip all the back in. Get some very liquid in some hot water. And a wool brush like this, like a pasting brush. So the very liquid, as you see, helps suspend the water so it's not just dripping off everywhere. So this helps to keep it sort of clingy to the actual paper. Right, to do that, start stripping, as you can see, start stripping off the backing, and then we'll have a blank canvas to work from. And plus, by the way, when you are stripping off all this wet, another little tip is to wear these overshoes, and it saves you from getting all like wet, because otherwise you'll be picking out paper from the grips of your trainers, and after a while walking on it, it's a nightmare. So yeah, get yourself some of these. You can buy them in packs from Wix or Screwfix or wherever. Definitely worth it. Right then folks, so once everything's done, all the backing's off the walls, as you can see, like all the original walls, original plaster, bits where it's been patched in. So and there's the ceiling all ready to go. As I say, most of it's all right. This is where the leak was. So I'm going to blend it in with fillers, but first of all, because to me it's just not worth papering again, just in case it's been more hassle to strip it all and all that again. So first things first, before we do anything, I'm going to put cover stain all over the ceiling where the leak was. So I've cured the mould with like a mould and mildew sort of solution. So I'm going to cover stain that as well. And then for my walls, I'm going to use Optiva plaster primer. So the whole thing will be in white, be a blank canvas ready for filling. So now this is all primed, so that's got cover stain on there, and Optiva primer on the walls, as you can see. Got a nice blank canvas now to do all the filling. So I've done it like this, you can see kind of like where you got to fill. Okay, so they're all down there. So most of this is going to have a couple of skims of easy fill. So if I go to a thing like this, I'm going to put Murex in. And even this crack, I'm going to give it a go. So if we just zoom in on that, so it's a very deep crack. The ceiling's a different level now to the rest. So I've always tried other things in these sort of, you know, kind of like real sort of problem cracks, especially on the ceilings. Like I've tried fibre krill and then skimming over it, stress crack tape and then skimming over it. But this time I'm going to use the Murex because I think it's a resin filler. So it's a powder filler, but it's rich in resin. It dries like a rock, so you can't rub it down. So I reckon that will hold it. So I'm going to give it a go. I've never tried it before in a crack like that, but I will give it a go and we'll see how it all looks. Right folks, so everything's done, picture rail's on. So what I've done is I've sanded everything down, filled up. Like you see, that crack's gone now. So I used Murex and then Easy Fill. So Murex is like a solid resin filler, holds the ceiling in place, and Easy Fill. So I'm starting to just roll the ceiling now, first coat. But as you can see, I've filled everything, rubbed it down with the sander, Mercus sander, and then done all my caulking around the edges. And this got put on today, so I've just caulked that up, filled that up. So we're getting there. It's starting to look like a room now. So yeah, next stage, putting the first coat on the ceiling. Then I'm gonna line the bottom, and then top's getting wallpapered. So yeah, I'll show you the finished product. Right, so we're not that far now from the finish. So today I lined all the bottom half of the walls because they're going to be painted, and I've scanned the colour of the wallpaper that I'm going to use on the top half. So ceiling's just been second coated, drying out nice. You can start to see the difference now. It looks more decorated now. So tomorrow, yeah, going to get the bottom half of the walls painted and windows eggshelled and etc, skirting boards, door frame, etc. Then the last thing to do would be to hang the paper. So yeah, we're almost there. So next of all, I'm rolling on the colour. As you can see, all the bottom halves, including the radiator, to blend it in. And to get this colour, as I say, I scanned the wallpaper with the Tikkurila colour reader, which I'll show you after this little bit, and how quick and easy it was. I scanned it. It saved it onto a palette on the app, and then I'll just share it to Kent Blacksil, who mix it, deliver it. So it's so easy. I don't have to go into a decorating stall, and it's a pretty good sort of match as well. You know, almost spot on. So yeah, I'll show you on the next bit. Right, so to achieve this colour, got this Tikkurila scanner here. Hold it on to, so I wanted the lighter colour. Held it on, press that, then you get a colour palette. So once you get the colour palette, you can save it to your customer's name, send it to your customer, get it approved. Then I'll send it to Kent Blacksil, who stock Tikkurila. They mix it up for me and get it sent to the job. So one of these, very handy. You don't have to go to a shop to get this scanned anymore. Just do it here, and it's the same time, it's spot on. So that's how you get the colour. So I'm starting the wallpaper now. Always start at the fireplace and work your way around the room. So we'll have a look at the grand finale. So folks, this is the grand finale. This is the finish. All done now to a nice high standard. I've just got cleaning up to do now. But yeah, so as you can see, perfect. So this job took me approximately 9 days to complete. It was a big task, and I knew it would be a long job, but yeah, there was a lot into it, and no, I'm really pleased with the way it's turned out. So that's it. That's how you strip wood chip and then prepare a room to a good high standard. Thanks for watching, and please subscribe to my YouTube channel for other videos on different things and different hints and tips on decorating. Okay, cheers.